Yo, what up, Zora? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yo, what up, Danny? What up, Braylon? What up, Banana Man? Shy Meaty, Eric, Brian, how are y'all doing today? Oh, did you play in the regional, Eric? Isn't it like, well, I guess it's like what, 9 p.m. for you guys, or is it like 8 p.m. for you guys? Am I going to Pittsburgh Regionals? No, I am not going to Pittsburgh Regionals. Yo, what up, Embers? That's my first regional. It's 9 p.m. Yeah, that makes sense. I think the regional finished before 5, which is kind of insane. Like finishing all the rounds of Swiss before 5 is really nice. Hope you had fun, Eric. 4-4 going even. That's still pretty solid. That is pretty solid. That's more wins than I got at my first regional, I'll tell you that much. Have I seen the Wolf Grand Challenge team? I mean, I know the 6, but I wasn't like I haven't been too invested in the regulation H recently. Are you coming to Massachusetts Regionals 2016? How am I supposed to come to an event that already happened? But I was at Massachusetts Regionals 2016. Yes, I got top 8 in that event. Which regionals are in the USA this season? I mean, there's like quite a few. There's Pittsburgh next weekend. I think next month is Milwaukee. Yeah, it's Milwaukee, Las Vegas in November. And then I don't remember. Do we even have a December regional? I don't know if we do. I know Toronto's in January. Oh, that's unfortunate, Dustin. Hope you're better though. I will say I have played a regional in not the perfect condition when I had something go wrong, and let me just say it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Got second in a place or it got second place in the 80-person Limitless tour with Wolf's GC team. Hey, that's awesome. I bet Limitless is probably popping for Reg H events now because literally you can't play Stadium Ladder, which is so unfortunate. I wish Stadium Ladder Reg H did exist, or someone made a code. Yeah, that foot problem I had, Eric, was really bad. I think like it affected my play really bad that like I was like considering dropping after round 2. I did play it out, but it was miserable. It was miserable. I think I only went 2-3 drop. Like the second I got like my 3rd loss, I was out. Like I was out. No, I had something actually wrong with my foot though. Like I don't know. I still don't understand why that condition happened, because I've had that happen to me twice now. And I think I kind of figured out the reason why. It's not like I have an actual problem with my foot. I think what I've noticed is when I sleep in the mattress, like my foot sinks in the mattress, right? And what happens ends up like I feel like all that weight gets put onto the bottom and it just ends up hurting my foot. I don't know, it's really weird. Ever since I've been sleeping with like a pillow underneath my foot, it's actually been like I've been fine. But sometimes it'll fall off and then it'll get weird. Also, okay, I was about to say, why is my multi-chat not working again? My multi-chat froze for like a minute. Oh. It caught me off guard even wanting to run Executor in some cases. I mean, Executor is not bad. You can play some mind games with it. All right, chat. Today we're not going to analyze like every game because I'm only interested in a few games from this regional, but we're going to be analyzing some of these sets because I think there are some pretty good player pairings, especially at the beginning of the tournament. So I'm kind of interested to see what happened. Like we have our first one, which is Giulio Tarlo who is a really strong player from Italy, versus Jamie Boyd, who has top cut the world championship. So I'm kind of curious on like some of the matches that happened today. I haven't really been super kept up with Regulation H. I only played the global challenge and that was on a whim, or grand challenge and that was on a whim. So I really have not tried much in Regulation H. So I'm kind of curious on how it goes. You think you saw an average of 1.5 Annihilate per game? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Annihilate was just one of the craziest Pokemons in the format, man. So let's see how this goes, chat. Yo, what up, Ludden? Let's see. So we have Julio's team. I mean, it's a standard mouse ape comp. I'm pretty sure he's used something similar to this in the preview or the first time we had Regulation H. But yeah. Endeavor Whimsicott's kind of an interesting tech here because it does have some fears. You do, of course, have sand on Tyranitar that breaks Sash, so you do have to be careful. But I imagine it's like for some specific scenarios. Kind of curious on what happens here, chat, because I haven't really watched too much Regulation H recently. So I'm kind of curious on like how much it's really changed or not changed. Because I think like towards the end of Toronto, I feel like everyone was kind of burnt out. And from what I've been told, like it's been kind of just like circles. Like we've been going in circles, but they're completed circles. No one's like super cool innovative yet, so kind of curious on seeing how this goes. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, I mean, it's standard mouse ape, although they have Fairy Annihilate, which is interesting because I feel like you don't want Fairy Annihilate because I feel like you want a Terra in front of Golden Go. So this is a really weird Terra. Like Terra Fairy is definitely really awkward, I think. I mean, it does help it against Dragonite, but I don't think you even mind getting hit by Scale Shot because you just Rage Fist a Dragonite at full power after a Scale Shot. So I don't know if I like Terra Fairy on Annihilate specifically, but we'll see. No Regulation J. I mean, we got videos coming up for Regulation J. We got videos coming up for Regulation J. Regulation H is the tournament format, though. Regulation J is a ladder only format. They separated it from tournaments right now. You're already home from Frankfurt already? Do you already live in Wait, is Frankfurt Germany? I don't actually know, chat. I think it is, right? I think it is. That's quick. Okay, yeah, it is Germany. Okay, I'm right. Wait, was this was Frankfurt where they held the EUIC in 2022? It was, right? Or was that a different place? I think it was. He made a bingo card. I feel like it's like every Dire Claw sleep or some other thing. That does have fun sometimes. Or Scale Shot miss. I wish they did have a separate ladder. I honestly think, like, I mean, Champions kind of solved this problem, but I think it's really dumb that they didn't have a VGC specific ladder and a doubles like only ladder, which I think would have been fine, honestly. What up, Chosen? How are you doing? All right. We have this team. It's pretty standard for the most part, other than like Fairy Ape and then Tyranitar Whimsicott being the last two, but it's like pretty standard for the most part, so that's not like too bad. Yo, what up, X? How are you doing? What was coaching for Toast like? I mean, I didn't really get to go super in deep into coaching, like doing analyzing games, because he was really busy, so we didn't have time to like play games. So like he really like, I think he played very little, but coaching Toast was cool. I ended up giving him like a lot of like notes about like how VGC works. I've given him like resources. I made the teams for him. Like I made like 8 teams he could use for the tournament, and then like he was able to choose out of one, and yeah, then I just gave like notes on how the team works, and then we talked about types and stuff. You think Champions will have a dual restricted format? Eventually they'll probably have to, right? Also, Jamie's team, Air / Draco. Oh, it's full special mints? Okay. I thought he was Terra Blast mints, but that makes sense too. I think Salamence is an underrated mon, chat. Like Intimidate Dragon Flying type just sounds really good. Like I think the problem is I would want 2 items on the mints at once if I was running mints, because I feel like I would want loaded dice for Scale Shot, and then I feel like I would want Mirror Herb so I could copy the boost from Annihilate. Like I feel like if you had that combination, like I feel like Salamence could go insane, but you can only run one of those. So man, It would be so sick though. I think Mence is actually a cool mon. Like I think it is viable in the format. It's just rough because I feel like you do have to run scale shot Mence. Intimidate's nice. It's not a multi-skill Dragonite, but it is nice. But yeah, otherwise like the secondary moves kind of stink for Mence. Wait, Mence doesn't get scale shot? No way. There's no way Mence doesn't get scale shot. There's no way it doesn't get scale shot. Doesn't every dragon get scale shot basically, except maybe like Gudra? And it might get scale shot, honestly. Scale shot. How does a Mence not get scale shot, man? Looking this up right now. Scale shot. Bro, it's literally like every dragon except Mence. Even Flygon gets it. It's just Mence. Why does Mence not get scale shot? That's so dumb. Yeah, I was like, Roaring Moon gets it because I've seen scale shot Roaring Moon before. There's no way Mence didn't get. Are you serious? Pokemon decides like that. Okay, so that makes more sense. I was like, why does Jamie not run the scale shot variant? But then again, he also like the thing is Jamie, I feel like always appreciate moves that don't miss, and then he's running this Mence set that can always miss. Went home from the regional, so it's only an hour. Oh, that's actually really nice, Eric. I've had that in Secaucus, but even then, like Secaucus regionals was like I stayed at a friend's house. Now it's the closest regional I've ever been to. I mean, yeah, Bulky Annihilate, Bulky Golden Go, they can all kind of sweep teams by themselves. Even Bulky Archaludon definitely can. Yeah, why does Love Disc get scale shot and Mence doesn't? Alright. So Cerulege, I think Cerulege was a cool Pokemon. Not in this format though. I think Cerulege was actually really cool in Regulation I because you auto beat Koraidon because they can't touch you in the base form because Flash Fire, and then you're immune to the fighting attacks. And then like I thought Cerulege was cool as Dan. You could run Shadow Sneak. I saw some cool Cerulege sets on ladder. Like I remember when practicing for Worlds, I kept playing this Phantom Force Power Herb set, which was really annoying for my Shadow Rider. But I thought that was a cool set. Choice Scarf Adaptability Basket Legion. Jamie was a huge fan of that. Even Regulation D. Magnezone with Choice Specs with Terra Blast, Terra Flying, which is kind of neat. Encore Disable Aurora Veil Ninetales. Okay. A little bit cooking right there. And then the Poison Touch Assault Vest Sneasler. I don't know about Assault Vest Sneasler, but okay. Because he doesn't have Sash, right? Like, why not just go Sash at this point? Why Assault Vest? I guess like if you want to take advantage of the Aurora Veil, but I feel like I would rather just run Sash at this point. He doesn't have Sash. He could just use Sash on the Sneasler, but whatever. Yeah, but I feel like some of the I don't know. I feel like Flygon doesn't have scales either, but they gave Flygon scale shot, not Mence. I don't know. Pokemon logic is Pokemon logic sometimes. Also, I gotta keep a note check because I do have to be out of here at like 5. But yeah, it's been really cool. I'm really glad to see y'all again because I haven't really streamed in a while. I've gotten so busy in the past, like the past couple of weeks have been way busier than I expected. I was gonna do like way more like streaming like 4 times a week stuff, but then life just gets busy, you know. Unfortunately, I felt like I'd have more free time since I wasn't going to events, but I've been busier than ever, chat. We have so many projects in the works coming up for like content, so it should be really exciting. Why didn't Monterey get a stream? Usually LATAM events don't get streams in general. Neither do the Australian events. Like only main EU and NA stuff get streams. I think I have a project that's getting announced next week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's a cool project. What are my thoughts on VGC Regulation H as a format? Like, I haven't played it too competitively, so I don't feel like I can say much. I just feel like the interactions are really boring. That's just my opinion. Like, I'd rather play like the basics of Regulation I than play like standard Reg H games with like Scale Shot and other stuff. You want to see Aaron play? Yeah, I saw Aaron was at the regional. Did you guys know Ray Rizzo attended that regional? I was shocked by that. Ray Rizzo flew out to that regional, and then like I was looking at the pairings, and then I found out he went 0-2 drop, which is, everyone has a bad term, but I was like, wow. Like, I was like, wow. Yeah, Ray went to Monterey. Also, someone let me know if they announced the teams for this regional, because I'm kind of surprised they're not up yet. But yeah, we see Mouse Ape versus... Also, why am I 1.5? I should be 1.25. A little bit fast. Okay, Mouse Ape versus Basque Legion plus Magnazone. I don't know if Mousehole lives a wave crash. If it lives a wave crash, it's a good spot. If it doesn't, then it's kind of weird. Like, Julio's thinking of going for Protect Bulk Up, which makes fair because Jamie has to double up the Annihilate in order to do something. But the thing is, I think you always double up the Annihilate slot with Wave Crash plus Flash Cannon or Wave Crash plus Terra Blast. Because the Magnazone doesn't have to Terra at all in this situation. The Basque Legion is kind of threatened, but it's not like too bad. But you might be scared of Flip Turn as well. There's a lot of mind games when using Mouse Ape, and that's the thing. Kimura is in Frankfurt as well. I actually wasn't surprised by that. I actually wasn't surprised by that. Yo, what up, German Piano? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Usually watch the videos during breakfast. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I think I upload the videos generally late, so like definitely understandable. Because I'm assuming you're German, you probably are in the German time zone. Yeah, so I think Protect Bulk Up is pretty fair. Otherwise, if you think you live Wave Crash, you can go for Beat Up and Drain Punch or Rage Fist. And that's exactly what Julio does, which I think is fair. Do you live Wave Crash with adaptability is the question? You do. Okay, so that's actually pretty big because you do get the Beat Up. And now you threaten heavy damage into Magnazone. Also, no Terra from Jamie, so he went for probably Flash Cannon or T-Bolt, I imagine. He did a Volt Switch, so I guess that's a pretty fair play. The Rage Fist comes out. Magnazone lives because it's pretty bulky. Actually decides to opt for Volt Switch, so Annihilate's able to heal, get a Citrus Berry back, and Jamie gets to reposition. But I'd say, like, Julio, I mean, you didn't get a bulk up off, which kind of stinks, but at the same time, you just got a lot of damage, and you are threatening a Follow Me and a KO the next turn, so that's pretty solid. Did I actually mistake you for Costa? I'm sorry, I am very bad at recognizing people at events. All right, Sneasler comes in. Okay, interesting. Wait, he swapped out the mouse hold? Wait, he's going instant, right? There's no way you swap out mouse hold if it's not Incineroar. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Get the Intimidate off. So you live a Wave Crash, and Sneasler doesn't usually target Annihilate. You probably go for Fake Out in the mouse hold and like Wave Crash. Jamie's gonna Terra, which makes sense. The Sneasler actually, okay, into Terra Dark. Like Jamie's play, did he double up with Wave Crash Throat Chop raiding the Ensign? Okay, protects, that makes sense too, because you now have Fake Out pressure and you don't risk the Wave Crash. Yep, the Wave Crash comes out, and then I'm assuming this is, wait, oh yeah, he doubled up the Annihilate because he read the Instant coming in, but he wasn't sure if there was a Protect. But now I feel like Julio's in a great position because you could Fake Out the Sneasler, or you could hard swap into Mousehold to get Friend Guard. And because you have Intimidate and Friend Guard, unless you get crit, you should live both attacks and get like a Drain Punch into Sneasler, which will KO now because of the Terra Dark. Or you Rage Fist the Basque Legion. I'd probably say you're more likely to Rage Fist the Basque Legion because that's a threat, but you might be scared of Basque Legion retreating, sacking Magnazone potential, so it's kind of a mind game. I think a Drain Punch is pretty safe into Sneasler if you want to, but yeah, this is kind of the problem. Like, Jamie realizes that you kind of need Basque Legion to clean up the Magnazone, or to clean up the Annihilate, and you save it, so Fake Out goes out into the Sneasler and a Rage Fist comes out, which is a pretty fair play. But now the Basque Legion comes in, and now you can threaten the Wave Crash Throat Chop. But I feel like Julio probably has a safe play too of just protecting the Annihilate, sacking Mousehold, and then bringing back in the Incineroar for another round of intimidating fake out. And then what does Jamie do? Just like he's already losing resources, and Julio can afford to sack because he's up a Mon. So yeah, that's not looking too hot for Jamie at the moment. Was this set good, Potter? I didn't watch this set because I was asleep, so pretty interested to see. Hey, you got day 2 at Frankfurt with the Toronto team. Let's go, Joan. Did you change stuff or did you use the exact same paste? I imagine you changed stuff because I'm not sure if it would be good. I mean, like, I felt like the team was good, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I feel like if you patch the Blood Moon versus Luna matchup, it's really good. But that was the one Mon I had trouble with the team. Or at least and maybe some King Gambits. Oh, you're EU, Pado. That makes sense. Oh, that's a cool change. That's a cool change. I think I was recommending to my friends, like, I don't remember if I said in the video, but I did say that I would want probably Fairy Talon. Stellar was cool in some situations, but I think it did win me one set, but it wasn't too important otherwise. I wish you luck tomorrow. I hope you are able to go far and hopefully make it into cut, because that'd be sick. Because I do love the Wheezing Tailwind team, because it was one of my favorite teams I've ever piloted in Regulation H. It actually made Regulation H fun for me. So, okay, Julio got greedy and decided, hey, I'd rather get the free switch into Mousehold, which makes sense because you can get the follow me redirection. Sarah comes in. Jamie makes a really aggressive play, but I think it makes sense, right? The Annihilate is really likely to protect there, gets the KO onto the Incineroar, and now I wouldn't say Jamie's in an amazing spot, but he did make a play that is pretty solid for him. Because now Whimsicott comes in, but now you actually threaten the Annihilate. Well, the thing is, Annihilate just gets to click Rage Fist into Sarah, and the Sneasler still doesn't do anything to the Annihilate, so you probably have to get a Dire Claw thing if you're Jamie at this point. So we'll see. I see that Monterey has 45 Americans. Is that it? They have 227 players, right? I'm kind of surprised it wasn't more. Yo, what a Ferris, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the team is really fun. Yeah, Rage Fist. Wait, did Jamie Terra? No, he didn't, right? Magnezone didn't Terra. Oh no, he Terra'd Sneasler, right? He Terra'd Sneasler, my bad. Well, it didn't matter. Sarah was probably going down to Fang. I mean, it's over pretty much because Annihilate pretty much just gets to click Rage Fist into the Basculegion, and I assume it outspeeds the KOs under Tailwind and just wins. Williams got Terra Ghost. I think it's unnecessary, but you still probably ensure. I mean, Annihilate probably just wins at this point, realistically. Moonblast into Sneasler. Doesn't KO with Assault Vest, I guess. So I guess the Assault Vest putting in more work than you'd think. But yeah, Rage Fist just KOs Basculegion, and Sneasler can't win. You think protecting Sneasler had no drawbacks? Well, the thing is, it's still like a pretty bad spot for Jamie. I think Jamie was in a rough spot where, like, under Tailwind, the Annihilate kind of just swept his team. So he's like, okay, I have to risk it. I have to risk something here. And I respect that because you kind of have to get it. You have to get the read right there. Because even if you protect, like, Rage Fist comes out the next turn, it's like, what else can you do? So what's the moveset on the Saralech chat? We're at 1 real quick. Because, like, this is a Saralech set, right? It's Bitter Blade, but no Ghost move. Because he's Bitter Blade with no Ghost move, the Annihilate just lives the Bitter Blade. And then Jamie also doesn't have a Revenge KO. So he kind of needs to get a play right. Because if he protects, like, it's not awkward at Basculegion. So he has to get, like, 2 Bitter Blades off regardless. So he kind of had to make a read there regardless. Like, he had to hard commit there. So I think Jamie did have kind of made the play he needed to, but he just got the target wrong. But yeah, chat, we got some projects in the works right now. We will have an announcement on the Breakfast Club, I think sometime either this week or next week. But we will have an announcement on the Breakfast Club. and what's going to happen to it. We'll have a new project that's also going to be announced, I think sometime this weekend, or maybe it's next weekend. I have no idea when that's getting announced because I don't control that. But yeah, we got some cool stuff in the works. But yeah, I think if you're Jamie, dude, I don't know how he beats Annihilate, dude. He's the only mon that touches Annihilate normally is the Salamence. Granted, I think this isn't the worst case. I mean, the thing is, Julio's Terra actually works for him in this game because I guess like Magnezone can still hit it with Flash Cannon, but you can't really. Salamence is in a weird spot. The Cerulege can't really hit the Ape. Yeah, it's just so weird. It's so weird of a matchup. But then again, this is like what Jamie teams are like. But yeah, I feel like Julio can just play Protect the Ape. He could also go to Golden Go mode. Like Golden Go is still really good against Jamie's team in general, because Jamie can't knock it out immediately with the support of Mouse Hold. But I think Annihilate is probably more consistent because he could get Drain Punch recovery. And the thing is, Jamie really doesn't have anything that threatens the Annihilate to Terra. Like the only mon that could threaten Terra is Salamence, and then you risk the Defiant boost sweeping. But we are going to see the Salamence come out. All right, Mouse Hold Annihilate versus Ninetales Salamence. Interesting. I mean, the thing is, I don't think you knock out Mouse Hold with Life Orb Air Slash into Blizzard. You can get a Roar Veil up, which is nice. But, oh wow, just going on the offensive immediately. Going for a beat up plus a... I'm kind of surprised you go for beat up here. Or beat up Rage Fist immediately. I'm kind of surprised you're not going to go for the bulk up. I guess Annihilate's a +1, but I don't know if this KOs through Veil. You are going to get the Rage Fist boost, but you will... Like, I don't think it KOs with the Snow Defense boost and the Roar Veil stack. Salamance's gonna Terra into flying, so Air Slash is gonna do more. Dude, did Jamie double up the Ape, or did he just go for Blizzard Air Slash? Because Blizzard Air Slash would be so threatening here. Alright, I guess we'll find out which one happens. Blizzard Mouse Hole gets frozen. Air Slash went into Ape, so good Terra. Flinch. Oh, but this is bad anyway, right? Because the Mouse Hole didn't get the beat up, right? Yeah, it doesn't get the beat up because it froze. So yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, you weren't able to KO the Ninetales. I guess after hit, like, yeah, you guarantee it, but that's not what happened, is it, chat? Is that what happened? Goes for disabled, because now you can't follow me to disable. Jamie has a safe disable, and now the Annihilate's kind of useless. You can focus down the support mons. Air Slash doesn't even KO the Mouse Hole, but now you can Blizzard Air Slash the next turn. Julia does get that play right and gets a Drain Punch at least, so that's super smart of him. He is able to remove the Ninetales, but he is so far back in this game at this point. Now, Mouse Hold freeze did matter a lot. I mean, you get the KO onto Ninetales, and then you have redirection, which is really important. Like, the thing is, Annihilate can't KO anything at the moment. Or maybe it can't. Wait, hold on. Maybe it can. Because it's Sneasler. Like, I was about to say, if Magnezone came in, like, Magnezone probably lives. One Drain Punch. Well, it lives because it's sturdy regardless, right? I don't know if you KO Mence. It's 150 base power because of Veil. Because Veil makes it weird calcs wise. Yo, what up, NJ? How are you doing, man? Just analyzing some Reg H, man. I haven't streamed in a while, so I decided, hey, you know what? Might as well stream this. Just catch up with chat and look at the matches. Oh wait, Zone is analytic. Oh, I didn't even notice it was analytic. Wait, that's bad. That's really bad for yeah, for Julia. Air Slash KOs the mouse. Went for Dire Claw to hit the Ape super effectively because it's Terra Fairy. That's why I don't like Terra Fairy Annihilate, man. Like, Terra Fairy Annihilate, for just a scale shot doesn't seem worth it at all. It does not seem worth it at all. It's actually funny, NJ. I have that thing. I have the first thing tomorrow, and I have not looked into it yet. Well, I kind of did, but yeah, it's just funny. I do have the ideas in mind, though. I do have the ideas in mind. I know Terra Fire, Magnet Pole, Magnezone. Well, the thing is, like, your steel types are like Chaludon, which you don't hit for super effective. And also, like, Magnezone being threatened by the ground moves to Terra into a move that's still threatened by ground moves doesn't feel good. Fake Out and Tailwind on Dire Claw. Is there a poison? I have a feeling there's a poison. Oh no, it happened on the instant already. Okay. Actually, that's really lucky for Julio because... yeah, that is lucky for Julio, right? Because Dire Claw plus Stash Chance plus Poison Touch. Because it's Poison Touch, I assume, on the Sneasler. That's a lot. I may hit you up, NJ, or at least, like, ask you for some ideas. I may ask you for some ideas. Endeavor comes out into the Basculegion and Flare Blitz into Mence. Okay, like, game is getting really good calls here. I mean, Julia was just such in a back foot because of, like, the thing earlier. Like, but the thing is, I feel like the Terra was just always going to be bad for Julio. But the thing is, if he didn't get frozen, the Rage Fist would have actually threatened the Sneasler and not cared about Aurora Veil. So that's kind of like a massive thing too. But did Jamie even set up Aurora Veil? I don't even think he set up Aurora Veil this game. Goes for Flip Turn, KOs the Instant. I mean, it's just a lost cause, right? Because I'm pretty sure that you just get in the... well, you get in Salamence, and that's even before the Ape comes in, so there's no Defiant on deck. Yeah, like, this is cooked. And there's no Protect on the Whimsicott, so you can pretty much just get, like, a Fake Out, Air Slash, and then Wave Crash cleans up. I think that guarantees the game, because this is the last turn Tailwind, right? I'm, like, pretty confident this is the last turn Tailwind. Yeah, you Fake Out the Whimsicott, exactly. You go for Air Slash and you guarantee to win. If this isn't the last turn Tailwind, then you just go for Tailwind with Mence. Because I think Jamie did have Tailwind with Mence. Sneasler goes down, but it's a bit too late. Okay, yeah, it's the final turn Tailwind because you Air Slash here, you get huge damage, and now Basculegion cleans up with Wave Crash, Last Respect, or whatever move. So, yeah, I think that's kind of the problem with Terra Fairy. Annihilate. Granted, if it was Terra Fire, I don't think he was in a good spot. If he had Terra Water, he was in a good spot though. Like, Terra Water actually kind of walls this team, I'd say. I guess Jamie's just planning for game 3 because he does have a guaranteed locked here. I mean, the freeze was unfortunate, but like at the end of the day, like, that is what happens. It's kind of interesting Jamie brought the Ninetales too, but I guess he was like hard reading Julia not to bring T-Tar, and that just makes a lot of sense. I'm kind of curious if Julia will bring T-Tar in the next one. Maybe going for Aqua Jet and Whims would have been better. He doesn't have Aqua Jet. He doesn't have Aqua Jet. He's Terra Blast. Yeah. Alright, so we see Mouse Ape again versus Ninetales Mence. Otto said this was a funny one. Is another freeze gonna happen? Or an Air Slash flinch? Blizzard? Yeah, but welcome to Reg H, my friends. I mean, granted, Blizzard into Draco Meteor put Jamie in a really good spot regardless, because he got rid of the Mouse because he confirmed his Mence was faster than Mouse, which is huge. And Julio went for, who did he go for? I don't remember who he targeted. Rage Fist KO's the Mence, but that's a good spot for Jamie getting the free switch anyway. But yeah, that's not a great spot to be in. I think Jamie, okay, you're keeping your Mence, which is interesting. Going to Sneasler. Wait, why risk the Sneasler? Yeah, why risk the Sneasler? Wait. Rage Fist. Oh, that did nothing. What? That's plus 100 base power. Well, I guess Veil, but that Sneasler definitely has bulk, man. That Sneasler definitely has bulk. But now, like, it's kind of a weird spot because you do have Terra Dark on the Sneasler. I'm not sure how much investment you have, so I don't know if you can knock out the gold. So you could go for like Blizzard, Terra Dark, Throat Chop, or you could go for Dire Claw. So it's kind of a mind game of targeting. And then, yeah, there's a mind game. It's AV. The thing is, AV doesn't impact Rage Fist. It's a physical move. It's a physical move. The thing is, with Sneasler, you still want a lot of speed generally. So I'm kind of surprised they took the Rage Fist that well. Because it's 100 base power because it got hit once. And then you also have to count for +1 because it's boosted by Defiant. So that's a lot of damage. Went for the Blizzard Dire Claw. Like, Julio got this play right. Sneasler survives. Yeah, it has a lot of bulk. It has a lot of bulk. Also, Julio's running a really defensive Golden Goal because 192 is 236 HP. That's a lot of HP investment. All right. Here's on who you go for, Jamie. I mean, I think you have to go Basque Legion here, right? Yeah, you have to go Basque Legion, and you have to get this play right of whether you go for Last Respect, and you gotta figure out who's the right target here. Granted, I think Dire Claw KOs the... I don't know Dire Claw KOs, because if he has that much bulk, you want to assume he has speed, right? In order to outspeed stuff. Does he even Dire Claw knock out the Annihilate? It doesn't have any defense boost, but even then, the Annihilate does have good bulk. So they're going to go into Whim's God expecting Last Respect on the Golden Go and Dire Claw, I imagine. Basque Legion goes for Terra Fairy. I guess he would live Shadow Ball because of Aurora Veil. Yeah, it goes for Last Respect. Is this Dire Claw into that slot? No, Dire Claw. Yeah, it doesn't have as much attack. And people say Dire Claw's not BS, man. That Annihilate needs to wake up now. You need to get the Tailwind and you need to get the Rage Fist off. Is it worth targeting the Sneasler? I guess it. I don't know what's correct, if it's targeting the Sneasler or targeting the Basque Legion. Because I don't know if Basque Legion lives to Make It Rain. Actually, I would target the Basque, right? Because there's a chance that Basque lives Make It Rain because you're not Life Orb. So I feel like even if you got the Rage Fist KO into the Sneasler, I mean, I guess like what happens next turn is if you KO the Sneasler, then you Rage Fist the what's it called, the Basque Legion. The next turn. Yeah. Yo, what up, Ethan? Am I going to Pittsburgh? Nah, I'm not going to Pittsburgh. I don't think I'm going to any Regulation H tournaments as of now. I mean, Golden Go can still win, but you kind of need to get mind games right. Is it even mind game? You just make it rain, right? Sneasler retreats into Mence. In the Last Respect. That makes sense because the Veil is going to expire. Yeah, this is why I thought you would Rage Fist the Basque Legion first. Last Respect doesn't kill the Golden Go. I guess it's only 100 base power, but yeah, like the game's over at this point. Aurora Veil wears off. How many turns of Tailwind does Julio have? I guess if he has 2, you can crit through Demence. But Demence gets an attack off, you lose because it goes for Tailwind, and then the Sneeze or Dire Claw, or not Dire Claws, Dro Chops and wins. The Bass goes down. This is Tailwind or Draco. I guess like if you hit the Draco, you win too. Was that the last turn Tailwind for Julio though? Because if that wasn't the last turn Tailwind for Julio, you actually could lose there because then Golden Go under Tailwind outspeeds the. You did have Tailwind on Mints, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, he had Tailwind. Was that the last turn Tailwind? Because I feel like if that's not the last turn Tailwind, that was a throw. Because you should always Tailwind with Mints if it's 2 turns of Tailwind. He would have had Tailwind the next turn. If Julia had Tailwind the next turn, then you should always Tailwind with your Mens in that situation. So you threaten the Sneezer being out faster and then throw chopping. Because if you miss that Draco, you literally lose the game to Make It Rain, KO the Sneasler, and then Golden Go can potentially let the Life Orb Draco after like some leftovers recovery. Letting Sneasler die would have let the Last Respect be boosted into killing. Yeah, but I think the switching out to Sneasler made sense, but I feel like that line should have been Tailwind. But then again, I just don't remember. I'm pretty sure that Julio had one more turn of Tailwind the next turn. So Jamie missed a Draco. He actually could have just lost. I think you had a guarantee win. You can still protect the Mens on the last turn of Tailwind. Yeah, but the thing is Sneasler couldn't protect. So Make It Rain would come out, kill the Sneasler, and if you protect the Mens on the Make It Rain, then Golden Go gets to protect, get another turn of leftovers recovery. And because you're assuming it's bulky Golden Go with leftovers, I don't know if Life Orb Timid Draco would KO Golden Go after a bunch of leftovers recovery. Because it would be at minimum 2 more turns of leftovers recovery. Could be 3 on a double. Well, I think you had a guaranteed safe way of just getting Tailwind up and then throw chopping. I hope that makes sense. What up, Nibot? All right. I don't know. Definitely a funny set, but that's just a classic Regulation H. What does Analytic do? So if you move after the opponent, you get 30% boost to your move. 30% power boost to your move. All right, that was an interesting round 1. It just seemed like a classic Reg H game. Classic. We got Michael Kelsch versus... Oh, Sarah. Yeah. This is the good one. Yo, what up, Mike? How are you doing, man? You were wondering if I'd be on stream today? Oh, you mean if I was live streaming or if I was doing something else? Is Magnet Zone that slow? Yeah, Magnet Zone's pretty slow. It's like base 60, which is really slow. Guys, you don't have to apologize, man. Literally, you guys technically don't have to be here, man. I'm just glad you guys are here. All right, we got a really cool match. Michael versus Sari is definitely a good one here. Kind of curious on what Sari uses in this format because I don't remember what he played in first Regulation H. I'm assuming it was like maybe something similar to... Was it something similar to Fede? I imagine it's like some Ursaluna team. It definitely has Ursaluna. That man uses Ursaluna all the time. Just learning all you can. You're here at the right place. You're at the right place. Oh, he's using the Elizabeth team. Okay, so he's using the Elizabeth team. Oh, he made changes though. Terra Water, Terra Blast, Golden Go? What? I don't even think that knocks out instant if you switch into... Does that knock out instant if you switch in? I don't think it does. Into Pelipper? I don't think it does. Otherwise, standard Dragonite. standard Pelipper. Did they run Terra Dark in the format? I can't remember. I haven't seen Terra Dark in a while. Okay. Terra Dark Sinistra. Terra Fighting Archaludon with Snarl. And then Ghost Ursaluna. So it should be the max speed Ursaluna stuff. Let's see what this goes. I mean, this is pretty standard Reg H Elizabeth. Although Elizabeth did not have Terra Water, Terra Blast Gold. He still likes Terra Flying Protect on the gold. And then the Pelipper, I think Elizabeth drops Focus Sash like really early. I think he's Covert Cloak generally now. Yeah, what up, Seal? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. What up, Lucario Master? Just doing some chill watching this regional because I have not really played much Reg H. Like, the thing is, chat, I haven't really played Showdown, like compared Showdown at all in like the recent, I think ever since Vancouver realistically, or probably UIC. So I've only played stuff mainly in game, and when I only play in game, then I can't really play. I haven't really touched PS at all. So I have not touched Regulation H, which is like the only way you can play is basically PS right now at the moment. Also, chat, I've been deciding like how I want to do Reg H content, because I want to divide it to Regulation J and Regulation H content, because I don't think I'm going to do showdown videos on this channel at least. So I'm debating about either doing showdown videos on the bonus channel, or maybe hosting a ladder tour and doing it one a week, and then I showcase the team that way, but I haven't decided yet. Hey, appreciate it, Pac-Man. Glad to have you here. What do you think about the new Megas visual-wise? I thought the stars look dope. The stars look dope. Everything else, I've been okay. But like the starters have been dope. I mean, yeah, it's more like a commitment team. Like, that's Dundozo for you. This team, man. This team. Dude, I'm just not a fan of Solo Dozo in this format. Because running Fisher... Like, here's the problem with Michael's teams in Regulation H. He has never brought a team that has had a positive rain matchup in a tournament, man. Like, this King Gambit, Sneasel, Rillaboom, Magmar stuff just has always lost to rain stuff. And like, these mons don't beat rain. Like, this team doesn't beat an Archaludon in rain, man. Like, as long as Sari doesn't get super unlucky, or Luca doesn't get super unlucky against Fisher Dundozo, like, he just pretty much should win this. Early others put together a ladder course on card. I mean, it just always depends. Because sometimes, like, it's availability, and like, the thing is, you have to have a team ready as well, because normally I use rentals, and you can't use rentals on the ladder tours. So you have to actually have the team in game. And as the guy who did rentals for Regulation H most of the time, like, you can't use those, which is very unfortunate. Came back from watching the Demon Slayer movie. Ooh, wait, is it in theaters? That's actually kind of sick. I actually did not know that. I haven't watched Demon Slayer since season 1. I haven't watched it season 1. I've wanted to, but I just never had the time. I should. Hey, appreciate it, Link. We'll have Regulation H content. I just don't know if it'll be on this channel or the bonus channel. Because the only way I'm doing Reg H content on this channel is if it's in-game Stadium Ladder. Or not Stadium Ladder, in-game. It came out yesterday? I might need to check that out. But then again, I'm so far behind because I haven't watched season 2 and I didn't watch the first movie. Unless it's the first movie, but I doubt that's what it is. It's like the second movie that came out, I assume. What did I think of Mega Malamar? I think Malamar needed a Mega. His design is like whatever to me, honestly. I don't think there is a best team in Reg H. I feel like everything's matchup roulette with some stuff. I think rain stuff in general is probably like one of the best ones you can really pull out realistically. Because I think it's really hard to beat a good rain team. Or I think rain has like a low floor, but a really high ceiling. Like anyone can pick up Rain, but I feel like a really strong player can really master Rain. That would be a threat. But I guess also like Mouse Ape Gold, like a really well Mouse Ape Gold team, like the Zine team, would also be really good. All right, I'm betting this is either is this a Fisher game? I don't know, man. I feel like we're gonna see Dundozo and it's gonna click Fisher because you literally can't beat our Chaladon otherwise. You don't even have Haze D Knight on this team. Like this team not having Haze means you can't even beat like our Chaladon by getting her stats and then hitting him with like a close combat. So you literally have to rely on it, man. All right, we're gonna see Rillaboom plus Dundozo. Yeah, Fisher stuff. It doesn't even hit Golden Go. Well, I guess you could Wave Crash high horsepower, but even then. I don't know the calcs on Scale Shot make it rain. It might KO. Oh, he's going for the trick into Dundozo. That makes sense. So you can trick an item. That would be nice into the Dundozo. So you either have Scale Shots into Rillaboom for the damage because you do want to, like Dundozo's taking it pretty well, and then going for a trick. Michael gonna switch out. I'm assuming it's something that just wants to take the Choice Scarf. Goes into Sneasler, which is cool by that's cool for Luca, I think, because I mean Sash Golden Go is still pretty good here. I'd say Sash Golden Go is still pretty good here, so this is kind of a interesting position because now Sneasler's locked into a move with Choice Scarf. I guess you lock in the Dire Claw because you don't, or you lock into Coaching. Because you could go for like Coaching high horsepower, and maybe if you get enough Coaching boost, you can do something with Rilla. Because Rilla could be threatening to Luca's team, but I'm not 100% sure. Because you probably get Scale Shot knocked out by the D Knight. Or one Coaching boost. It might not be worth it. But it's possible. You still can't beat the Dragonite though. And I guess the Dragonite has haste, so you don't want to go for Coaching. You probably just want to Dire Claw the D Knight realistically. I think Jolly D Knight is necessary in this format. Aren't a lot of them adamant just because like if you don't have adamant, if you get like a 4-hitter on Caesar, like you don't even KO the Caesar. Like I've seen a lot of adamant ones just max speed, and then the Jolly ones tend to be underwhelming unless you're literally playing a opposing dragon. So yeah, it's just not 100% sure on this, but I feel like Luca's Dragonite's just in such a safe spot, right? Like the thing is, Michael's team that he's brought so far, like the only thing that can hit it for decent damage is Dire Claw. I assume it's like maybe Beck's Caliber back at this point. Yep, Dire Claw and the Dragonite. Unfortunate crit for Luca. Goes for Scale Shot, targets the Rilla, so he wants to get rid of the Rilla, I guess. Because the Sneasler's walled out by the gold. Gets a 5-hitter, which is huge because if it was a 4-hitter, I think Rilla might have lived to Make It Rain, but because it's a 5-hitter, Make It Rain should KO Rilla. Yeah. I mean, that's just how it goes with loaded dice Scale Shot though. So Rilla goes down, and now we're in a pretty interesting spot because Sneasler might live another Make It Rain. The Dragonite goes down to Dire Claw. So goes into the Dundozo here. I guess you could go for like, what, you go for Dire Claw Wave Crash here? Or do you swap out the Sneasler, reading the Dragonite Protect? Because Dragonite probably has a safe Protect, and then Luca probably goes for like Make It Rain or Shadow Ball, I assume. Okay, we do see the swap. Is this Beck's Caliber though? That's Beck's Caliber, right? That takes so much from Make It Rain though. It might not be worth it. Also, Luca played aggressive here, just going for the damage. He's like, I think he kind of realized it was super, what's it called? It was super scripted of protecting, and then just decides, hey, I'm gonna get the damage off, which is really good. So Make It Rain does a lot to Beck's Caliber, even at -1 special attack. And that Dundozo is super weakened, but it'll heal from leftovers and stuff. We're gonna see Wave Crash. That's not a 2-shot on Golden Go? Bro, it's like no... Wait, does that golden go have? No, that golden go has like no bulk, right? Because bulk would be like 192, 190s. Yeah, that's like no bulk golden go. That doesn't even two shot, bruh. Yo, up somebody. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think really backfiring here for Michelle, and maybe not expecting Luke to stay in and attack the way they did, but staying true convictions and going for that skill shot.
The Nozo doesn't mind recovering the damage, but yeah, I mean, Dragon Knight, I mean, there is Ice Shard potential from Excalibur. You have Protect Mind Game with the Dragon Knight. You kind of can't protect, I think, of your Michael, because if Luca gets that right and doubles up with Scale Shot Shadow Ball because the Dondozo's unaware, you lose the game. So I think Michael has to commit here whether Dragon Knight's going for Scale Shot or Protect, because you kind of have to get the call right. If you don't, you just lose. We're gonna see Terra on the Excalibur. I'm assuming you're just gonna Terra Ghost to hopefully live to make it rain, Ice Shard the Dragon Knight, and then Wave Crash to gold. But this only works if you live to make it rain. But I think this is a pretty smart move. Yo, what up, Katana? What up, Whimsicott? How y'all doing? Wave Crash. Backs, or the gold is not an Ice Shard range, but the backs did survive to make it rain, which is really huge because you can't really be locked into Sneasler at this point. You kind of need resources around at this point. Okay. But like, well, I guess Luca doesn't have Electroshot access, and this team doesn't run Dragon Pulse, right? It runs Flash Cannon. You can't really hit that Dondozo with this Archaludon because you don't have Pelipper in the back. So this is actually kind of a bit weird. Yeah, this is a bit weird. It goes for Icicle Spear though to KO the Golden Go. Oh, so that's Jolly Backs. Okay, so Backs KOs the Golden Go. And then Michael's gonna get a Yawn off. Flash Cannon to KO the Excalibur, but no Pelipper in the back is just gonna make this really weird for Fisher. Because I think Dondozo's just gonna get a bunch of the leftovers recovery. But then again, Grassy Terrain expires, right? So it won't get a bunch of recovery. Yeah, because Grassy Terrain expires here. Ursaluna. I mean, Ursaluna's really good here because Lucas still has his Terra. The Archaludon lives an attack here, and you can go for damage. I just don't know if you're Luca, you want to go for... You want to risk Dire Claw? That's the question. Do you want to risk Dire Claw in this situation? Because if it's Dire Claw, it's awkward. What niche is Excalibur good for? It's like Excalibur is good into opposing Dragon Knight because it's faster than Dragon Knight. You can Icicle Spear, threaten, and it covers the Terra Fairy option. You hit a Moongus, Rillaboom, you can one-shot Sash Sneasler, Struder Sash. Ice Shard priority is pretty good against the Scale Shot D Knights. Like there's some stuff that it has access to. It just loses to pretty much every of the steel types. It loses to the big three steel types. All right, so if you're Michael, I think your out is getting a Dire Claw. I think you gotta get a Dire Claw into the Ursaluna. Or did he close combat the Arch? Oh, he went for coaching. So he didn't want to commit, so he decides, hey, get the defense boost and hope that the Ursa stays asleep. But I think Luca gets this read right, so this is perfect for him. Gets the Facade off. Because you can't yawn to Ursaluna. Michael go for Fisher immediately. Okay, that should be game. I'm pretty actually, the thing is, Arch burns sleep turns if you protect Dondozo to get leftovers, but I don't think Dondozo lives Facade at this range. So I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed to lose at this point. Yeah, you just spam Facade. You just spam facade. And because it's fast bear always outspeeds Undozo, which is really important. Did I see Joan Garcia's 4 Fissure Connects? So I watched part of that set, right? I'm like, I watched the game 1 and I'm like, okay, this is cooked. Game 2, I'm like, I watched that game 2 and I was like, dude, why did you throw so hard? Because like the guy who's playing Joan or Juan, or I don't know how you pronounce the name, literally you have a pretty much a near guaranteed win if you switch out the Pelipper into Comfey to take the Grassy Glide and then the Electroshock KO the Rillaboom, because if you do that, you literally win the game with Pelipper or Chaladon because you do too much damage and they can't fish your Pelipper. But instead what we see is like Pelipper goes down and then he's vulnerable to fissures and then he just loses off that. Like, I think the guy could have just won it too. I didn't even watch the game 3 because I'm like, okay, just don't get fissured and you win. And then like I like look at the pairings later and then I see the guy lost and I'm like, bruh. Like Jacob had pretty much a sealed win there. Like it was pretty much impossible to lose, but he sacked the Pelipper and then got like the unlucky fissures. And then game 3 I heard like I guess fissures just happened a bunch. Yo, what up Jacob? Am I going to win Vegas? I don't know if I'm going yet. I don't know if I'm going yet. Also, weren't you supposed to win Vegas? Assad, Fisher, Void. I mean, it's just a silly match in general. It's just a silly match. How's Monterey going? I mean, there are pairings for Monterey. There are pairings for Monterey. Yeah, but that's the thing, Lucario. I think on stream that happens a lot. And I mean a lot. And I understand it because playing on stream is different from playing at the, you know, the tournament tables. And people say, no, it's the same game. There's nothing involved. And it's like, there's a difference between performing on a stage and performing for like a few friends. And I feel like the same concept applies here. Yeah, but Chris, the fissures were 100% dodgeable. Like you could have easily dodged the situation if you just switch out the Pelipper into Comfey and win game 2. Look, Chad, if you asked me to pick someone who could win a regional in this format, I'd honestly say you have a better shot at winning the lottery. You probably have better odds winning the lottery than guessing a winner correctly for who's winning a tournament in Reg H. I don't know. I think locals are different though. I feel like the casual setup doesn't really change anything. Like being on an actual stage with people actually watching in the crowd is different in my opinion. But everyone has like their own perks and stuff. I think anyone can win a tournament in Reg H, honestly, Jacob. Like anyone can win anything in Pokemon. Like you could be the worst player in the room and you could still win a tournament because Pokemon can be that game. That's what's cool about Pokemon. Like literally anyone can win anyone. Also, yeah, this matchup's late Michael just going for fissures. There's literally not really much adjustments you can do. It's literally just him going for fissures, man. There's literally not else what you can do. Rillaboom Magmar. Oh. Okay, this is an interesting lead. Because this is a weird one. I mean, this makes sense for Michael if he expects the Golden Goal lead again, and then Luca adjusted with the Ursa Lunar Dragonite, which is a pretty standard lead for this team. You do have a mind game because, like, you could see like fake out Will-O-Wisp come out in a Dragonite, or you could see like Woodhammer Will-O-Wisp. I mean, I feel like if you're Michael, you go for Woodhammer Will-O-Wisp always. The Dragonite's faster than the Magmar. Headlong Rush gonna come out, and it's the Magmar take the knockout. I'm assuming you're trading though for the Ursa. You're going for the Woodhammer, right? Or did you? Because you don't even have U-turn, so you can't even U-turn. Yeah, you went for Woodhammer. That makes sense. All right, so trades on trades. Like at worst case, it was a double protect, so not too bad. You also get damage on Rillaboom, which is actually kind of nice. So I'd still say Luca has the advantage, but I mean, it's just gonna come down to Dozo, right? We'll see. How do you overcome that pressure? It's hard because even I'm trying to figure it out, Lucario. I think it's like literally just you have to be on that stage several times, and I think even then I'm not like I haven't done enough. It's really weird because in Pokemon I can practice the game, but if I can't practice playing on the stage, it's like really weird. Yeah, Aaron's in Mexico. I was surprised. I didn't know he was going to Mexico. How do you not get in your head while playing? I think you just got to have really good concentration, and I had really good concentration day one, but day two starting on the stage was like not great for me. I think I lost a lot of my concentration. I feel like at regional streams I kind of gotten a bit more used to it, but at the world stage, like at Worlds, like it was bad. I mentioned it during my Worlds review sets, but like I was playing bad on stream. To be fair, I feel like I've always played bad on stream. Like I've always think I played bad on world streams. Because I think I played bad in 22. I think I played bad in 19. Okay, no, I played well in 19. 19 I played well. Or at least top 8 I played well. In the first game of top 4. And then the next 2 I played garbage. But I don't think that was a stream problem. I actually think that was just an overconfidence problem. The thing is, you have to eventually, like, here's the thing, Lucario, in order to grow as a person, whenever you do something, right? Like if you're doing something new, at the end of the day, the only way you get better and improve at something is by putting yourself in that uncomfortable position and literally just tackling the problem head on. Like that's the only way you get better at something at the end of the day. Like for a lot of people, it's like losing puts them in an uncomfortable position, right? Because they have ego, they have other stuff, but at the end of the day, you just gotta fight through, and you gotta literally just continue, like if you want to get better. I feel like if you do want to get better at the game, at tournaments, you just got to go to tournaments, you got to play, and you know, you just gotta get used to it. You just gotta get used to it. All right, we see Dondozo. Yep. I'm guessing we're going to see a Terra Poison angle from Michael to avoid the Electroshock doing much damage. Yo, Nar, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope your stream went well. Were you streaming VGC, I assume? I assume it was VGC. I hope it was a good live session or whatever you were doing. But yeah, this is cooked. Like literally this game is just literally going to come down to a Fisher hit. I'm kind of curious what you do if you're Luca. Well, we saw, but I forgot because we were talking. Dragonite retreats into Pelipper. Oh, for the Electroshock. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a Grassy Glide on the switch. Oh, he didn't Terra Poison immediately. Okay. I guess like Weather Ball would do a ton of damage, and it's not like one Electroshock KOs. You probably, yeah, it does a lot. Remember, chat is unaware Dondozo, so you don't get affected by the +1. You only take the Electroshock since you ignore the boost. You live another one? Dude, I think it's close. He might live another Electroshot. But you go for Woodhammer anyway into Pelipper, I assume, and a Yawn, I think. If you're faster with Rillaboom. I know Michael likes running fast to solve his Rilla, so I'm pretty sure he is. It's going good. I hope you're doing well, Narf. Yeah, literally, like, getting better at something is literally just putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. I think that's how we grow as a human. Sneasler comes in for the Rilla, which is fine. That makes sense because preserving the grassy terrain is nice. Yeah, it's the Terra Poison Dundozo. That's not shocking to me. As for Hurricane, should be Sash. Yep. It doesn't matter. Bro, that was a great confusion. He's gonna get hit by Fisher, isn't he? Goes for Electroshot. Yo, Mustang with the 49 months of tier 1. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well, dog.
One more month away from our big 50 JWB heart. JWB
doubled up the
heart.
Sneasler. That made sense because you either KO the Rilla because Hurricane Electroshock KOs, or you catch whatever's in the back, and there was no switch. Did he have a fast Rilla in Japan? He might have. I know recently he's been like running fast Rillas like on every team that at least outspeed Moz Pelipper. And honestly, it didn't look like the Rilla had much attack, but then again, Pelipper has decent defense, so maybe it could be something. I mean, here you just like Woodhammer Yawn, right? The Pelipper slot, and you either catch the D-Knight. You could, I guess, Yawn the Archaludon slot too. Like, if you're Luca, you gotta isolate the Dundozo. Like, you have to isolate the Dundozo. You could go into Dragonite, which is fair as well. But you might get a weird... I don't know. It's still a weird spot. Pelipper Sleep. Goes for Flash Cannon into Rilla. Does a ton. Woodhammer. Alright, is there a Fisher or is this Yawn? Are we playing Reg H again? Because people regard it as like the best format. I was unaware of work. Does it ignore Weather Boost? It doesn't ignore Weather Boost, but it just ignores any stat changes from opposing Pokemon. So like it would still take rain boosted water moves, but it won't take like boosted Electroshots from Archaludon, or it won't count the special attack boost. Grassy Glide. KO the Rilla here. Oh, dodge. That does give Michael some angles. Is there a Fisher hit though, or is this Yawn? Yeah, it goes for Yawn. Here's the thing, chat. Dundozo can win this end game, but then again, I don't know if Dundozo wins the end game because you could Yawn spam into Dragonite every time it wakes up if it's a Dundozo versus Dragonite 1v1. But it's weird because I don't know if Leftovers heals you enough, and you ignore the defense drop from the Dragonite, so the Dragonite takes several wave crashes to KO. I'm not 100% certain. How come I streamed every day when I was vacation, but when you were back, you only streamed once? I got very busy in the past few weeks, Mustang. I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream today, but I got my recording done earlier than I thought, and I had time, so I was like, you know what, I'll stream. Because I know I can't stream for the next couple of days. This is the first time I streamed in like 2 weeks, which is unfortunate because I did plan to stream a lot in the past. I was supposed to stream like 4 times a week this month, but I got really busy. Scale Shock coming out, finally lands on the Rilla. Michael needs like immediate, and I mean immediate Fisher hits, because you can't let the Archaludon get damaged in Dundozo. If Archaludon lands more damage into Dundozo, the game's set. Like, if this gets 2 hits off, you probably lose. There's a sleep turn. Here's the thing. I feel like Michael's a player who would complain about Fisher, but he's literally just using it, man. Like, why? Like, why use Dundozo at that point? Accept your fate. Look, Chad, I've used Fisher Dundozo, but I never brought Fisher Dundozo to tournament. I have played every game. I have played every Ace Attorney game. Ace Attorney is one of my favorite series ever. You missed another Fisher. I mean, and wakes up, gets the scale shot. I feel like Michael might have a chance to win, but he has to land this Fisher now. Also, scale shot is doing a ton of damage. I don't know if like Michael would have won the end game anyway, even with an earlier one. Like, he should guarantee lose here if he doesn't get... Yeah, it's over. It's over. Unless Luca misses like every scale shot coming up. He has to miss every scale shot coming up. Attacks to get lefties. Here's the thing though, Chad. This game's been going on for a while, right? Does Michael get timered? Because I feel like Michael could lose the timer very easily. Yeah, but you realistically, you shouldn't expect to hit Fishers. Honestly, I think this move is so stupid. Like, the Tinglu stuff was so frustrating to deal with in Regulation C. I think it's in flash cannon range, guaranteed, right? Chat, don't use Fisher. Garbage move. And then someone on stream hit 4 Fishers in one game, the next one. Or not 4, like 3, I think. But yeah, I played every single Ace Attorney game, including the spin-off. I played it before it even came on Switch. Or at least every game besides the Great Ace Attorney, because the Great Ace Attorney was only in Japan. But I played every game before like they moved on to Switch or Steam. But yeah, I played every Ace Attorney game. 4 out of 5 Fishers were hit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some days you'll hit it, some days you don't. I feel like on videos I'll either hit it or I just won't. I actually have played Ghost Trick, Jake. I have. I really did enjoy Ghost Trick. I wasn't gonna get it originally, but when I heard it was a Shu Takumi game, who's the guy who also made the Ace Attorney games, like I was talking with my thumbnail editor about it, and then I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And then I tried it out, and it was a really good game. Did I like it more than Ace Attorney? No, but I thought it was a solid game. Yeah, I did play the Layton crossover. The Layton crossover. Like, it's funny, chat, because I played that game and I'm like, wow, this is the craziest like storyline I've ever seen from like Ace Attorney. And then I thought it was like the Ace Attorney part. And then I started playing the Layton games and I'm like, wow, that spinoff was actually the most calm Layton story. This is Shohei. Okay, this is a Shohei match. I'll watch the Shohei match. This is an interesting parry, but I do want to see Shohei play. I'm assuming he brought his same team from Victory Road. All right, what do we got here? Citrus Ensign, Life Orb Gold, Swords Dance Acrobat Sneasler. It's actually funny, guys. My friend Luca Trejgut literally used this set a lot, and I mean a lot, in Regulation H Part 1. Aurora Veil, Terror Blast, Terror Ground, Ninetales. That mon does no damage, man. That's not doing damage to a Golden Go. I don't even think that 2 shots a Golden Go, honestly. Yawn, Lefties, Terra Water, Blood Moon with Salvazrilla. I mean, okay, definitely an interesting team. What's cool about the Terrifying Sneasler is you threaten so much damage on Annihilate. But no, Dire Claw does stink. Yeah, the King Gambit guy. Why was RNG everywhere this regional? Lucario Master. This is Regulation H replay. Like, what do you expect, man? Like, Regulation H is laid D. Like, in this format, like, I feel like RNG is so prevalent when it comes to literally one of the main moves you're hitting is whether you get a 4-hitter or 5-hitter. It's like you already know you're rolling the dice every single turn. More than the usual Pokemon. Yeah, this is the standard Shoei team. Yeah, this is not surprising. Yeah, like, it's just a good team. I don't know how you beat Gold. Like, Gold Mousehold, I think, just screws over the other guy's team. I think Shoei probably just gets like Mouse Gold support and wins. He does need to be careful against Instant, I suppose, but I mean, that's fine. Yeah, the gold is gonna be like the big one. You probably bring Gold Rilla. I'm assuming it's Gold Rilla Ape Mousehold. You could bring D-Knight, but I think D-Knight's bad. Terra-wise, I could see being the Mousehold or the Annihilate. Gold can also tear in some games. Did that actually happen, Eric? Okay, yeah, like, Shorty, how do you beat this golden goal right here? If I'm Shoei, I'm clicking Nasty Plot, and I'm swapping the Mousehold, I think, turn 1. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. I would go Mousehold turn 1. You could trade fake outs, but I'd rather have the redirection available because this is easy fake out SD, I think, from Jordy. Okay, Heart swaps into Instant, which makes sense. It's better to get momentum wise with Instant. Oh, fakes out the Rilla. I guess he didn't want to take high horsepower damage. I feel like you don't take that much though. SD comes out. Now what? You go Mousehold, I suppose, and you click Make It Rain. I don't know, man. This is a scuff position because you could I guess you could protect Gold and high horsepower for damage. Losing Rilla isn't great, but I feel like you need Gold in the matchup. I feel like it's always make sure the Gold can't go down to Acrobatics Flare Blitz. Yeah. So sacks the Rillaboom. That's why I like the Mousehold spot more, because I feel like the Mousehold was a bit better in that case. Oh wait. Chat, did I have commentators up the entire time? I didn't know I was supposed to have. I thought I didn't have commentators on this entire time. Was I always talking over them? Because normally I have them muted when I do these. That's my bad. That's my bad. I did not notice. That's funny. Lack of fairies allows Sneasler to leave Dire Claw. I don't know. You still want Dire Claw because there are Terra Fairies for like avoiding scale shot stuff. They've been quiet. Okay, it was low audio. Okay, cool. I mean, it's just Mousehold, right? The thing is, you have to follow me. You have to follow me. I guess it's a mind game because the Sneasler has Protect, so it could be like Protect Flare Blitz. Is that Ape? I don't... The Ape is Drain Punch, right? I don't think Drain Punch make it rain KO Citrus Instant. And you have to Terra to Annihilate to live acrobatics, because if you don't, you lose. Sneasler protects. Drain Punch, but Drain Punch Make It Rain's not KOing this. No way this Make It Rain KOs instant after Citrus. If it was like non-Citrus, sure. But this is Citrus. There's no way this lives. Yeah. Or no way this survives. Or no way this KOs. And then Flare Blitz. Wait, he knocked off? I guess he KO'd because he's a offensive instant, but sure. Like, now I think you lose to Sneasler. No, it's just funny, Sinner, because I thought I had him muted the entire time. Oh, Ursaluna. Wait, he didn't bring Mouse. Dude, not bringing Mousehold's crazy in my opinion. Because I feel like the Ursaluna just gets +2 close combated usually. Oh no, Zine, you had to bring Mousehold, I think, in this matchup. I think you had to. Oh, and he got a read right. Acrobatics. That did a bit more than I thought. I thought I was only doing half. Blood Moon KOs the, or doesn't KO the Sneasler. Flare Blitz doesn't KO, but Charlie just took too much damage, man. Rillaboom's cleaning up and back with a partner. I haven't been following VGC that closely to Worlds. How come this event isn't being played in Regulation J format? So they divided the in-game ladder and the tournament structure, or the tournament format. So we're only playing Regulation H in tournaments. And Regulation J is just following the Battle Stadium season stuff. It's a really dumb change. Where can you find grassroots events? You can there's the app, which I heard the new Play Pokemon Locator is kind of trash, or you just join whatever community server you have for like for whatever your region is, because like there are regions that just have community servers. So for instance, New York has them, New Jersey has them. I'm pretty sure like all the Cali ones have. I'm pretty sure like every region probably has like some local Discord that you can go to. Yeah, Regulation H is that's why I don't want, that's why I'm glad that this break, I'm actually glad Regulation H came after Worlds, because I'm like, I get a break. I get a break. I actually still haven't downloaded the Pokemon app yet. I will probably soon, but I hope they fix the event locator, because I've seen so many complaints about it. Going for Protect a Scout for the Terra on the Annihilate, because +2 close combat would knock out Annihilate if a Terra is here, so that makes sense. Now it's pretty cooked. You go Rillaboom and you go for Grassy Glide, because now Grassy Chain disappears, getting reset, and then you Grassy Glide, and then you go for I don't know what you do to Sneasler. Terrifying Acrobatics, sure. Does that even KO Annihilate? But I guess we'll find out. It might. +2, and I'm assuming it's adamant, would do a lot of damage. Do these Sneasler have no attack investment, focusing on bulk, and that's why they go for SD? I think they actually don't run max speed. I think they run adamant, and I think they run adamant and a decent amount of bulk, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I wasn't sure what background music to play. I'm glad Ace Attorney works out. Also, I gotta see, because I gotta make sure the video doesn't end. Okay, 20 minutes left on the music, so that's fine. Does this live the +2 Terrifying Acrobatics? Glide KOs. Like, here's the thing, chat. Even if you survive the acrobatics, you get high horsepowered into Shadow Ball the next turn. I guess you can protect to get lefties, but I don't think you have to go for a high horsepower miss. And the acrobatics just Okos. So I think Shohei should have just brought Mousehold. He should have just brought Mousehold. If he had Mousehold, I think he was in a better spot. I think he kind of realizes now that Sneaser's kind of a threat and will bring Mousehold this time for redirection. He could also lead Ape. I could see him leading Ape here. He could lead Ape Gold and play mind games, and I think that's fine because like turn 1 you could bulk up switch into Mousehold, and I think you're in a good spot. But let's see. Aerobatics always KOs if it's Terra. I mean, I didn't know because it depends on the Annihilate. You want to assume it's max speed Annihilate, but some Annihilate still run a decent amount of bulk. And it also depends on how much attack the Sneasler had. Is Acro SD a new development this turning? No, it's been a thing before. It was used in Reg H1, but it wasn't really like a... It never really was like a regional thing. It was more like a global challenge thing. Like some global challenges they ran this set. No, Lucario Master, the Ape Terra Defier. So, like, obviously, like, +2 Acro Terra Flying would KO a normal Ape, but it's the Ape Terrified. And it died to the Acro. So you're saying if they defensive Terra, it still KOs? I'm actually surprised. That means Terra Flying Acro just OHKOs Ape, which is kind of insane. I'm full. What mon do you think is the most fraudulent in this format? I don't know. It's probably Dundozo. I still think Dundozo's cap. I also hate Dragonite, man. Dude, this mod's been a pain for me every single Gen 9 format. It's insane. So interesting Dragonite adjustment, but it kind of makes sense. Because it's good into the Sneasler combo. You get a nasty plot and you can get a scale shot off. Or you can Tailwind if you really want to. I assume it's Mousehold 8 back then at this point. I'm assuming you didn't bring Rilla, and I think no Rilla makes sense here. Fake out, Swords Dance. You nasty plot here? Oh, they went from Make It Rain? The thing is, you don't get the KO on Sneasler, and now you're kind of put in a weird spot. Because Dragonite lost its multi-scale. I don't know if you even... I assume you KO Sneasler, but then you have to play a mind game. It's weird. Mousehold? Yeah, like I think Mousehold should have always been brought. Mousehold comes in, it's Sash, so it always lives the Acro. It's just a mind game of whether it's nasty plot here or you Make It Rain. You might spam Make It Rain here. And if you KO the Sneasler, then your Annihilate itself will have a good time against this team. It's not really based on age mistake, it's based on the year you're born. Because that's what determines it for masters and seniors. Make It Rain KOs the Sneasler, so Sneasler goes down. Okay. And now that Sneasler's gone, I'm pretty sure Dragonite's in a good spot and Annihilate will be in a good spot. And there's no way you didn't bring Annihilate in this matchup. This is Go Hard, Annihilate, Protect? I think so. If you're Shoei, you go for nasty plots because you're reading the swap here. Yeah, Hard Ape. Oh, went straight for the beat up. Red, no fake out, but I guess that makes sense. I get to beat up off into the Ape. I think if Jordy went for Shadow Ball knockoff, I think he might have had a really good chance of winning, but now it's like pretty bad. Yeah, like he got a knockoff off onto the Annihilate, but this Rage Fist is boosted and it's still Friend Guard. So I don't know if you could really beat this one. All right, instant swaps. Gorilla. I mean, this doesn't change anything. I guess like you're just hoping that the ape is slow at this point. But yeah, follow me makes sense because you can't punish it in the Rage Fist. There's like no punish there. Even if like, let's say gold protects and the instant comes in and goes for like Flare Blitz, like the ape still outspeeds and threatens to KO the next turn anyway. And then Dragonite comes in and I feel like that's worse because then it's Scale Shot plus Rage Fist. So yeah, there's like there's nothing that like Shorty could really do after the ape came in for free. You kind of had to play aggressive there. If he went for like Shadow Ball Flare Blitz, that didn't even KO the ape because of Friend Guard. So it was just rough. What's the general apprehension? I haven't seen anyone really praise that Reg H is back, honestly. I have not seen anyone praise Reg H is back. I think people thought like it was really cool and then they kind of realized, wait, this format is really boring with its interactions. Hey, you just Rage Fist a Rillaboom, right? Because it can't protect. Yep. And then even if Flare Blitz crits the Annihilate, you still can't win because Dean, you can't. Well, maybe you could. But you have to get through the Golden Go and the Scale Shot D-Knight. I mean, always with Scale Shot D-Knight, it's like, okay, if you miss the Scale Shot multiple times, sure. But like, yeah. I am hype about getting a Terra Break Amane. That's my opinion. Yeah, I don't mind getting a break from restricted either. I like restricted gameplay personally. Like I was fine with Reg G. I thought people complained a lot about Reg G, even though I felt like Reg G didn't feel terrible, honestly. And then Reg I was like, honestly, I felt like was one of the better formats because it didn't feel like it was. Like it felt like it was just play with no mistakes, because everything was just BS. Because everything everything could KO you instantly. I think Reg E was the perfect format, honestly. I think Reg E was the best of the formats, honestly. Because Reg D, Urshifu was a bit too problematic. I feel like adding the Ogre Pawns kind of helped a lot. And then I think Reg F was just really boring Raging Bolt stuff. I mean, Raging Bolt didn't even win a turn, but I felt like that format just felt boring to me. Like Reg F was really boring. I think the most boring formats to me are like Reg H and Reg F. I don't think so, Pokemag, but it depends on the team you're running. Like there are some very aggressive teams that's sure, but I feel like that's every format. I feel like Reg I is like you can't really make too many mistakes. But yeah. What was Reg E? Reg E was the Ogre Pawn DLC meta. So it was like Pokemon Home and Ogre Pawn DLC stuff from Ikami. Yeah, I wasn't Reg A. I felt like was fine, but I didn't really enjoy it. I don't think it's good as people praised it to be. I think it would have been more interesting when Palafin with Haze was actually used, because people would have realized, oh, Dendozo can't beat this Haze stuff. Honestly, stuff like the Garganical stall with the Salt Cure and like some other interactions just were like, was this format really that great? I don't think it was. I think the problem is too many options of Mane, too many possibilities, and you really can't cover them all. I think when you have a game that's already like you have a lot of options, and then you throw something entirely, as well as like Pokemon that are supposed to be countered, like Calc Shadow Rider having the 4x Dark and Ghost weakness, that's why it's like beatable. And then you getting rid of that entirely is like, Oh wait, that's really dumb. So these like stuff like King Gambit just plays like King Gambit, Golden Go. You can tear out a type of Moongus. You can tear out the weaknesses. It's like eh. Did I prefer Natdex formats? I don't know what you mean by Natdex formats. Like, are you asking if I like the other formats before? It's like I'm just not a fan of Gen 8 and Gen 9 stuff in general. I know what Nats Dex is, chat. I didn't know what he meant by like it. Does he mean like Nats Dex for this? Because like Nats Dex for this didn't really exist. What was Nats Dex even for this? Was it Reg F? Because then my answer would be no. Probably not, Giddy. We haven't had that format, but I'd probably say no, honestly. Like, we have too many Pokemon at this point. And I think the Gen 8 and Gen 9 stuff just power creeps so much of the previous gens that kind of like it makes it irrelevant, honestly. Especially with Terra. Who's my favorite Ultra Beast? Kartana, probably. That mon carried me hard in 2019 Worlds. No, that's what I thought, Amane. Like I was talking about this when people were complaining about Reg H like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like wondering, you know, I bet this format would actually be kind of cool if Terra didn't existed. Granted, I think there'd be still some dumb stuff with like Mouse 8 would still be pretty dumb, but I feel like you would actually have counterplay, and I feel like it would actually make it more interesting. But yeah, I think a lot of the interactions would be more interesting without Terra in Reg H, at least. I think with all the mind game gimmicks of like this format, it just feels really just hard guessing. Do you like the Ultra Series in general? I don't think Ultra Series was that good. I'm guessing you mean 2019 because like that was the only Ultra Series. Like I don't really like series though that much, honestly. I prefer year-long formats because I feel like we play for a couple months, but it doesn't feel like, I mean, I feel like we do get it solved. Like I think Reg H was technically solved. Like I felt 19 was fine. It wasn't like one of my favorite formats out there, but I felt the format was fine. And I'm not saying that because I did well. Like I'll literally say that I think 19 had its problems. Like I didn't enjoy, like 19's probably like in my lower half of like formats in general. Do you think Psychic Terrain could be a double-edged sword? Generally not, because like when you have a Psychic Terrain team, you're not building with priority in mind, so you're not going to have priority on your team, so it can't really backfire on you. Like maybe if you power up the opposing Psychic types, but that doesn't really happen that much. Also, I've also been like not paying attention to the game. Honestly, I've been paying attention to chat. I mean, he didn't Swords Dance with the Sneasler, so I think it's cooked at this point. I guess you have instant healthy, right? Oh wait, Shohei played aggressive here because the instant was healthy, right? Yeah. Oh no, wait, no, it was boosted. No, yeah, it didn't matter. Like there was no punish. It was boosted gold. Yeah, then there's no counterplay to that. Like literally gold wins at this point. I guess if you go for the speed, oh, you don't have gold, you have Ninetales. You need a freeze. You need a freeze. You need a freeze and potentially a crit. Dude, this is not KOing. This is so true. This is not gonna KO. Chad, we're gonna see the Terra Blast do like 50. You had to Blizzard. I think you had to Blizzard high horsepower. Does crit even KO? I don't even think it does, man. I mean, I guess it depends because it's max special attack Ninetales versus no bulk Golden Go, I imagine. Let's see. Dude, this does no damage. That actually did more than I thought. You know what? That did more than I thought. He got crit, but I don't think it mattered. I'm pretty sure he was losing the end game regardless. Actually, if he grassy glided the gold and Terra Blast, he won. If he grassy glide and Terra Blast, he would have won. One of my thoughts on Super Mario Sunshine is Jay doing Sunshine right now. I think Super Mario Sunshine is my least favorite out of the trio that we got for the Mario Anniversary one. Because it's the only game I never completed out of those three. I did a lot of 64 DS as a kid. I like 64 DS. Galaxy was easily my favorites. And Sunshine, honestly, was too hard for me. I was really bad at the controls. I have never beat Sunshine. Nah, man, imagine we got Old Sucker Punch. Old Sucker Punch, base 80 power. That stuff was broken. Imagine we had 80 base power Sucker Punch now. King Air would have gone crazy. I guess you can... Does Blizzard KO Golden Go after this grassy terrain? I mean, you're still at this hail turns or the snow turns to give yourself the best chance, right? But yeah. I'm happy that Galaxy got a Galaxy 2. I'm very happy for Galaxy 2. I'm very excited to play Galaxy 2 and spend 80 bucks. Maybe I should do a sub goal to play Galaxy on stream, but I probably won't. Because I'm already busy as heck. Oh yeah, also Shohei Atera. Yeah, this was so cooked. He needed a crit on gold, freeze on annihilate, or he needed a double crit. Or he needed crit on gold and freeze on ape or double freeze. Demon Dance like something likely. Do I already have 3D All-Stars? Yeah, I already had 3D All-Stars. Like, I replayed Galaxy twice on 3D All-Stars in general. So just get Galaxy 2? I don't know. There is a chance. I think Palos, honestly, I think they do edit maybe Galaxy 1 slightly. I think they might do something slightly. I could see it, honestly. Also, you gotta do it for the storybook, you know? You gotta do it for the storybook. I do want to actually get the storybook they revealed. I think the storybook is kind of sick. Not gonna lie. Also, doesn't matter to me, Palace, because I'm not a guy who buys many games, so like I'm fine with spending money for games. The most amount of money I've spent in like the past like couple of years was like buying like the this, what was it? There was a summer sale for Nintendo and I bought a bunch of games recently on the eShop. Otherwise, I don't really buy games. Like I buy games I really enjoy, but I really don't buy that much. Yeah, I want to get the real life storybook. Dude, that thing's kind of sick. Are there any other matches I really want to watch? Because I remember all the other ones were kind of boring. I don't really care about this one, I think. Because it's like screens versus balance. Yeah, it's kind of cringe that the amiibo's like 40 bucks. I think 30 would make a lot of sense. I think 20 would be too low, honestly, because I think it, like the cost of materials and stuff is actually like, and crafting it would actually make sense to be 30. I think 30 would be a fair price. 40 is kind of absurd. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, Lucar. Have a good night. Ursa be popping? I don't know, man. Like, this is just this is like not a special Reg H match, I feel. It's all Mouse Ape. It is true. I mean, Mouse Ape is such a strong combo. It's like Mouse Ape, Rain, and then some Gambit balance stuff. How about the 4 Fisher game? Dude, I mean, it was so avoidable. Like, all the guy had to do was switch out the Rilla, man. If he switched out the Rilla, or if he switched out the Pelipper on the Grassy Glide game 2, he just auto stopped that. Yeah, you must have had a long game or a long day, Eric. You literally played this regional. Like, I would be out Pokemon if I was you for the rest of the night. So have a good one, man. Take it easy. Fisher game was so long and boring. Not this one, I'm pretty sure. Like, game 1 was like, okay, no Fishers, no trolls, and like Jacob clearly outplayed him. And then, well, I mean, there's a Hurricane Confusion, which kind of sucked actually, but that wasn't that. But like, here's the thing. Not this turn. Where's the next turn? I mean, he got him on this turn as well. Wasn't this turn either. Where's the turn? Where's the turn? Okay, yeah, this is the turn. Chat. This is Rillaboom, Dundozo. The Rillaboom's Terra Watered and it's taken chip. Pelipper at 27 HP. You still have a full health Kingdra and you have a full health Comfey in the back. The Comfey is in the back. The Rilla has a Assault Vest, so it can't protect. Your auto win play here is to switch out the Pelipper and go to Comfey. The reason you do this is because Rillaboom has to try to Grassy Glide the Pelipper because it can't touch the Arch. It will always go for Grassy Glide into Pelipper. If you save this Pelipper and go Comfey on the Grassy Glide, you live the Grassy Glide, and then you could Floral Healing your Pelipper to survive multiple wave crashes from the Dundozo. So it's still your best play because you preserve resources, so you have a good chance of beating the Dundozo, even if it hits the turn 1 Fisher into Archaludon and it can't Fisher the Comfey immediately. So your best play always, hey, appreciate you, Brandlin, have a good night, man, is just to Electroshot and swap. Oh wait, was it not this turn? Was it not this turn? It was not this turn. My bad. It was the next turn. I mean, risking the Pelipper here is still crazy in my opinion, but whatever. But look, bro. The Grassy Glide KO's Pelipper. And now you're risking the Fisher, man. You're risking one of the Fishers. Electroshot is going to KO the Rilla. So Rillaboom goes down, but now Dundozo gets to have some fun. He snaps out of Confusion, lands the Fisher, which is unlucky odds, but 100% avoidable. 100% avoidable. Because with Kingdra Draco Meteor, with a Pelipper that you could Floral Healing and heal, and you would have reset the rain so your Hurricanes would be accurate as well, like, you had a really good chance of just winning here. Now your chances are very awkward. Granted, you still have really good chances, right? Draco Meteor will 2-shot to Dundozo. Unaware on the Dundozo means it ignores your special defense drops. So all you have to do is land your Draco Meteors. But granted, the Dundozo still gets to have a chance to click Fisher. So the Kingdra protects here. I don't know why the Kingdra protected here, because the Dundozo is always going to protect just to get that leftovers recovery because there's no punish to it. And then this upcoming turn is going to be Yawn plus... It's either going to be Yawn or Fisher. I think you always Yawn because it gives you more odds to get more Fishers off potentially into the thing. Because Draining Kiss doesn't really do that much damage to Dozo. Misses the Draco. It's unfortunate. But now you're put in a dangerous spot because now the Dozo gets to protect. So the Kingdra always falls asleep, the upcoming, and then you get multiple turns to hit Fissures while the sleep turns are happening. Also, protect makes sense because you don't want to stall out your own power points. And now if like the Dozo hits the Draco or hits the Fissure, you just lose. Or if you take multiple sleep turns. And look, 2 Fissures in a row, Kingdra goes down, game over. If you just switch out the Pelipper into the Comfey earlier, this was 100% avoidable. But it did not. Does it have Encore? No, the Comfey doesn't have Encore. It's Light Screen, Floor Healing, Draining Kiss, Protect, I think. But yeah, I'm just explaining the play as it is though, chat. Like, I do understand play on stage is different from play like you just don't see this sometimes. So you see a lot of players choke on stream and there is a lot of pressure on the actual stage. But yeah, I'm just saying as it is, there was a guaranteed win that Jacob didn't go for. But yeah. Also, yeah, the Comfey had Encore, the game was 100% locked when you can Encore the Dozo the Fissure and then you just spam Hurricane. So now this goes into game 3 and now like while Jacob still has the better odds of winning because his team is just better into Joanne's team, it's like you're risking so much. Also, I think Joanne got the turn right. He faked out close combat, KO. Oh wow, they didn't KO Kingdra? Or not KO Kingdra, but I thought that would have done a bit more. It is bulky Kingdra. Now you have Grassy Glide, Pressure plus close combat. I mean, there's a lot you could do. You could double up the Pelipper with Grassy Glide, Dire Claw potentially, because our Chaldon can always switch in like it did in game 1. It's awkward. Protect from the Sneeze or Sneasler. I guess attempted the Woodhammer. Went on Dozo for some reason. Okay. Surf. Yeah, I mean, you're still in an advantageous spot, but we'll see how this goes. Dire Claw KOs to Kingdra. Yawn comes out in our Chaladon. I mean, you're just in an awkward spot right now. Yeah, Pelipper's forced to come in. Did he go for Fissure and a Comfey though, chat? Because, like, do you have to Fissure to Comfey here? Like, I don't believe you have to Fissure to Comfey. I really don't think you have to Fissure to Comfey. Goes for Poison Terra. That makes sense. Goes for Yawn into the Comfey. Okay. Did he does he what do you do here? Sneezer retreats, I guess, and then Dundozo goes for Wave Crash or Yawn and a Pelipper. I think Weather Ball is doing a good amount of damage. Hey, Pelipper wasn't Yawn, right? Why did it switch out? Wait, why did you switch out the Pelipper? Was the Pelipper? No, the Pelipper wasn't Yawned. He went for Wave Crash. Right? No, he went for Yawn and a Comfey, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, he went for Yawn and a Comfey. Why did you switch out the Pelipper? Why not get the damage? Oh, I guess because rain was ending. I guess, but I feel like if you get Weather Ball damage, you could just switch out the next turn. Because you're going to be locked into Yawn Cycle route anyway. Now you're in a lot of trouble. Because I feel like if our Chaldon was in the back, you could swap into our Chaldon on one of the slots at least. Now you're kind of pinned. Where our Chaldon could get like Icicle Speared Fissured. And that's exactly what's happening, isn't it? Icicle Spear. Did he body press the Caliber? Okay, he did body press the Caliber, so good play on his part. You go for the Fissure now, right? Oh, what? Wait, I'm confused. How do you lose the spot? Wait, what? You go Pelipper and protect, right? Isn't that always your play here? Am I crazy? You switched out to Comfey? Oh wait, was Comfey? No, Comfey was Comfey yawned? I need to go. No. Okay, yeah, no, Comfey was yawned. Okay, okay, okay. Yawn in the Pelipper. I mean, the thing is, the yawn there doesn't really buy you much. I mean, I guess now you get a you force a Pelipper to switch out, and then our Chalon goes for. Now you get a chance to Fisher, I guess, our Chaladon because the Pelipper is switching out or going to sleep. I guess that makes sense. Fisher and our Chaladon here. Yeah. It's gonna come down to Hurricanes, right? Because you can't lock in a Weather Ball because you only have 3 turns of rain, and that means the nose is just protecting here to sell out a turn of rain. Yeah. And then it just comes down to Hurricane, right? That does a lot less than I thought. Wait, he fissured the Comfey. Why did he fissure the Comfey? Why would you not just yawn the Pelipper? I guess like it's kind of similar odds with I don't know, man. I don't know. He had a rain boosted wave crash, but I understand not wave crashing because of all the recoil. I mean, this game was unlucky for Jacob. Last game was also unlucky getting hit by the Fisher immediately, but as I said before, 100% avoidable. 100% avoidable. For a timer? I don't think the game was going on that long, right? Yeah, they weren't even 10 they weren't even 10 minutes into the battle. Oh, it's liquidation dozo? Bruh. Dude, why are you No wonder he fished, but even then, that's so stupid. Liquidation done. Look, man, at the end of the day, I think I mean, I have said all my words that I said about it. Oh, the music ended? I said pretty much everything I wanted to say about the set, chat, which was literally that Jacob just had a pretty much near auto win if he just switched out the Pelipper instead of sacrificing it to the Grassy Glide. Like again, if Jacob just switches out the Pelipper instead of into Comfey instead of sacrificing it, the game's like so much different. Like, the Hurricane in a Dozo the first time makes sense because the Rillaboom's forced to fake out the Archella on that position, but afterward, getting Grassy Glide, staying in for the Grassy Glide is just, was just no bueno. It was this turn, right? Yeah. All this was avoidable if he just switched it out into Comfort. But he thought he had the game locked, but yeah. I think it's because of Wave Crash recall, but even then, like, dude, I don't know if Liquidation even 3 hits Golden Go, honestly. Yeah, Liquidation is 35 power points lower than Wave Crash. I don't even know if you 3-shot Golden Go. There are leftovers though. Yeah, but like sometimes you do Wave Crash and sometimes the damage you do to yourself is a lot. Yeah, it's just I mean, I get now why there was no Wave Crashes coming out, but like at the same time, like Undozo, man. Undozo. What a great mon, man. What a great mon. And then we had Nikolai versus Thomas. There was a Rabombi, which was interesting, but I think Nikolai... This was the game where just Annihilate swept, right? Annihilate swept game 1, I remember, with Sinistra Mousehold, and then game 2, I'm assuming it also did the same thing. Because I think I stopped watching after game 1. Because I joined in the middle of game 1. And then thing, yeah. And then... I'm kind of surprised the Rabombi isn't fake tears though, because I'm really shocked that like I feel like if you're running Rabombi, you go like the fake tears mode over the Pollen Puff stuff. But yeah. And then the winning in, I don't think was that interesting. Yeah, it was like, I think Alberto kind of just out pressured everything with Mouse Ape. Mouse Ape's good, chat. Mouse Ape is good. I don't know if it'll win this region though, but Mouse Ape is good. All right. I think I've seen all the matches I want to see from today, chat. I think I've seen all the matches that I want to see. I also watched a bit of the set, and yeah, like I'm pretty sure Alberto like crushed with Mouse Ape if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, you reacted to Klefki team. Oh, are you talking about, dude? I mean, the Klefki team has been used. Michael Kelch used that in the World Cup. Where is it? Like, I don't think it's that interesting, honestly. You know, I played Michael Kelch in the GC, and he had that team. Enough watching the Dundoza Fisher rolls. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah, like this is the team that Michael Kelch brought to World Cup. I played against Michael Kelch in the GC. I'll probably be posting a video on that actually, because there's I think I'm gonna post the GC run I had to the bonus channel, or at least the next 15 games. I'm not gonna post the last 15 games that I did because I don't even have that footage. But I'll post like the 15 games I think to the bonus channel sometime soon, maybe after the regional's over. Because I think there's like something wrong with the audio, if I'm not mistaken, from the second time. For some reason, I uploaded it to YouTube and it had no audio for some reason. So I don't know what that is about, but yeah. But yeah, it's like Misty Terrain stuff, Encore Ninetales. Yeah, like I got scammed in the GC, but yeah, that's something for that. I think that's gonna be it for me today, chat. Thank you so much for tuning into the welcome back stream. I'll probably be back sometime next week. Probably for Pittsburgh. I'm debating if I'm doing a watch stream or not, but probably not, because Saturday I won't be available in the afternoon. Maybe we'll watch like the last 3 rounds live, because the thing is, chat, I have to pick up something on Saturday at like noon. I don't know, I might stream Pittsburgh watch, but I'm not sure. Also, I don't think I'm uploading tomorrow, chat. If I do upload, it'll be on the bonus channel. I don't think I'm uploading a main channel video tomorrow. So thanks to everyone who tuned in. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, I'll catch you guys sometimes probably next week. So